I want to go back. He wants to go back. I want to go back to the farm. Go back far away from home, with a milk pail on my arm. I miss the rooster, the one that used to wake me up at 4 a.m. down on the farm.
I'm Scott Boehm. They call me the old farmer. We had an open house for our new neighbors here. Took a year for us to get it all ready and everything. But we eventually invited our new neighbors here at the house, and several of them showed up, and not as many as what we hoped because we did not realize that the school was in football playoffs that particular night. And so not everybody that we wanted to showed up. And the people who didn't show up, most of them sent a little note back that they couldn't make it because they were going to go to the game. You see that little arrow there? I want to explain that to you. One of our neighbors brought some music garlic for us to plant. And she said wait until springtime. Now, I know you could plant garlic in the springtime, but that's not a wrong way of doing it, but that's not necessarily the optimum way of planting garlic. So I looked all over the internet, and I couldn't figure out anything whatsoever what to do because it's past the first frost. We're pretty much into the winter type of weather where we're at, and even though it isn't officially wintertime, as you can see, this is the type of weather that we have. What do I do? Well, Migardener lives about 80 miles south of us. And I sent him a little bit of an email. And that email came back within a couple of days. And Luke over there at Migardener helped us out on it. He said, plant the garlic, cover it with leaves, and then put a tarp over it. And that arrow that I showed was because we used a clear piece of plastic. We weren't too worried about the light because we had a covering of leaves. Not a heavy covering of leaves, but we had some leaves over it. This was a piece of plastic that something came in, and that's why I showed you the little arrows so you can see where one of the seams are. You can see it again. We planted it. It wasn't snowing at the time. It was a couple of days before, and we got everything prepared and covered over with a tarp, and then a couple of days later it snowed. So I'd like you all to kind of take a look at Migardener if you're not familiar with him. I've been watching him since he was a young kid. Now he's out on his own, married, has a child. He even opened up a storefront. Great young man. I value his judgment on how to garden, and I hope you'll feel the same way about it. So this is the old farmer, Scott Boehm, saying, be well.
As always, this is Luke from the Migardener channel reminding you to grow big or go home. See you guys.